So usually I like to clean out a keyboard once every 3 months, give or take. Sometimes every 4 months, it really depends. But we all know that the keyboards get these like finger oils on them, stains on them. You get food in between the cracks, all those kinds of stuff. And you're going to need to clean them out. So what I like to do is I like to take two paper clips, and now this may not work for membrane keyboards quite so well, but it certainly does work for mechanical ones. So you take two bigger paper clips, you just stick them in between like this, sort of in the corners of the key. You probably can't see it too well. I'll take a different angle in a second, and you just pull it up, and the key comes out really easily. So once you've gotten all the keycaps off, I usually go over it with a bit of a vacuum cleaner. Some people tend to use compressed air or whatnot. I find that just blows the bits all around and just gets all disgusting and just doesn't take it all out at all. So I go ahead and I just use a vacuum cleaner. A lot of people will say, oh, that creates static, but honestly, it's a keyboard. I don't think it creates that much static. So go ahead, try a vacuum cleaner. Takes all the dirt out, and then you don't have to worry about it. So when it comes to actually cleaning them off, I use just a little bit of hot water, and then liquid soap. Nothing special. I mean, this kind of stuff is really self-explanatory. You can add a little bit of dish soap in there if you want. But honestly, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now these kind of keys, I'm not worried about a finish coming off because they're like laser etched or whatever. Should be enough. Don't want to waste too much water. Now, for actually cleaning these off, what I tend to use is an old toothbrush. I usually keep one around that obviously you're never going to use again. Keep one around. And just go along the edges where they come up the most. And just get that off, because usually that's where it is. Be gentle on it. Sometimes it can take finish off depending on the type of keys. Some are worse than others. Just overall, just get it done. It's just soaking them in the water is really just good enough, but this is just an extra measure. So once you feel like they're pretty clean, when I feel they're usually just about done, I say as I throw everything and whip everything around. Go ahead and put in one of these in so that none of them go down the drain. Usually modern drains won't allow them to go down anyways. Like, see how they just crowd up? They're not going anywhere. There's a catch in there, so I'm not too worried. But just let the water out. And even if they did get stuck in there, no big problem. There's always a little trap that keeps them from going all the way down. You can just take that out. Then you'd have to clean them again. That would be a pain, because that trap is always disgusting. There. But if you can, try to get this in first. Try to just go and put that in. But usually modern things block them from going down the drain anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. So just put them on a fresh towel. Clean them off. I'm going to get right back to it in just a second. I have to make sure I'm still recording. For some reason, the SD card on this damn thing is, well, Canon doesn't like the fact that I'm using 128 gigabytes of SD cards. It's like, oh, I only support 120 gigabytes, not 128 gigabytes. So I have to format it specially, and then it doesn't like that. Anyways, so now, usually I'll just run the water, and as I'm running the water, I'll just take a bit, rinse them through to make sure there's no more soap in them, and then put them back on the towel. I took a picture of my keyboard like I suggested that you did. Go ahead and put them back on and see how this goes. Alright, so now with the finished product, I think it looks pretty good. It looks pretty clean. I think at least. Got all the keys there and whatnot. There's a few hairs already landing on it, but whatever. That's how keyboards get dirty. Anyways, so I hope you found that somewhat useful. It wasn't interesting at all, but I hope you found it useful. And I'll see you next time. It's such a common habit. Once you start a phrase, hope you found it somewhat useful. Can't stop saying it.